If you're trying to import starter templates on your website, maybe the complete template or just one page from the template, then you might run into issues sometimes, similar to what you see on the screen right here. In this video, I'm going to outline potential solutions that you can try that will help you solve the problem. Now, sometimes the problem is at our end. That means our starter template server did not respond in time, but many times the problem can also exist with either your hosting provider or your WordPress configuration. So here are some solutions that you can try. The first solution that I would recommend is just wait for some time and then try importing the complete website or the home template, whatever you were trying to import. Usually the problem exists only temporarily if it's on our end, and by the time you try it again or try to import the process or import the starter template once again, the problem is usually solved. Now, the second solution I would recommend is that you check out the plugins that you have installed on your website and specifically looking for a security plugin or a firewall plugin. You can check the plugins on your website by going into the plugins menu and checking installed plugins. Here's how the screen will look like. And just go and see if any of the security plugins have been installed on your website. The problem usually happens is sometimes the security plugin activates a firewall which interrupts the process of communicating with our starter template server. So the solution to this problem would be that you can temporarily disable the security plugin and then try to import the starter template once again. And once the process is complete, you can reactivate your security plugin. The third cause of the problem might be a PHP configuration issue. Maybe PHP does not have enough memory, or it does not have enough time to execute the code required on your website. In that case, I would recommend that you look at the settings that I'm putting up on the screen, which are also present in the blog post or documentation that you're checking out right now. You can then contact your hosting provider and ask them to make these changes for you, or you can do it yourself if you know how to do so. If you're interested to know how to do it yourself, we have a link to a blog post on our website in the same knowledge base article or document article that you're checking out, which shows you the process of increasing the PHP memory limit yourself. The next thing that I would recommend you check is if your website is using HTTPS or using a secure connection. You can check if your website is using HTTPS by just checking the URL right here on the browser window or in the address bar. If you see not secure, as you can see right here on the screen, that means your website is not using HTTPS and it should be using HTTPS. Again, there is a link to a blog post on this documentation page which will help you or show you how to move from HTTP to HTTPS. One more thing to keep in mind is if the error also has some additional details that you can use. Sometimes you'll see an error code, sometimes you'll see details about the error itself, similar to what I showed you in the beginning of the video. If you can see that information, it is worthwhile that you contact your hosting provider or your server administrator with that error message or that specific error code. It will be very helpful for them to solve the problem for you. We also have included a sample template that you can use to share the error message directly with your server admin or your hosting provider in the documentation itself. I hope this video was helpful. You were listening to Yuvraj from Brainstorm Force. I'll catch you in the next video.